Hey everyone, I'm Kat from the column According to Kat on livingin belgrade.com, and I am here at the brand new restaurant cafe called Voulez-Vous, located pretty close to the temple Saint Saba. It's a really chic place. I haven't tried the food yet, but the menu looks great and the price is affordable. Remember that article I wrote about my top 9 favorite outdoor terraces? Well, you could make this one number 10. You'll have to come check it out for yourself. So what am I doing here today? Well, I have my great friend, Jovana Sumar. We're going to talk to you about why we moved to Belgrade, because it seems to be a great mystery. Let's go have a chat. Jovana and I are both Serbian, born and raised in other countries. As you may already know, I am from Chicago, and I lived there my whole life until I moved here about a year and a half ago. And Jovana is from South Africa, lived there her whole life until she moved here just this past December. And we both had the experience where everybody that we've met wants to know why in the world we would come and move to Belgrade when everybody is trying to move away from here. And neither of us came for a job or for love. Hi, Jovana. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So which city is it again that you are from in South Africa?
I was born in Johannesburg and I lived there for 15 years before I moved to a small town called Kimberley, which most people don't know about.
Is it near Johannesburg or Cape Town?
No, it's 4 or 5 hours away from Joburg.
Okay.
It's called the Big Hole because actually Kimberley has the biggest man-made hole in South Africa.
Has the biggest what?
Man-made hole.
Man-made hole?
Yeah.
All right. So what was it like growing up there? Did you enjoy your experience in South Africa?
In Kimberley, yes, because Kimberley was still a small town where it was relatively safe. We could walk around, it was a homely atmosphere. Joburg, I wouldn't live there now if you paid me to. It's too busy, a lot of crime, a lot of traffic. So yeah, growing up in Kimberley was fantastic.
But was the Joburg part first or the Kimberley? It was the Joburg part and then you moved to Kimberley?
Yeah.
Or? Okay.
I was born in Joburg and then I moved to Kimberley.
Okay. So your parents are both Serbian, is that correct? And your dad's even a Serbian priest, right?
Yes, he is.
So did they really influence your home? Was it really influenced with the Serbian culture? Did you
Yes,
speak the language, everything?
Definitely. There was a lot of Serbian tradition, Serbian culture, Serbian music, Serbian food, which is the best part.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've been Serbian my entire life, even though I've been raised in South Africa.
Right, exactly. Did you travel to Serbia while you were growing up?
No, the first time, when I was little, but the first time I came here when I was old enough to actually fully experience Serbia was when I was 18.
Okay, so this is the story that I need to hear. Your parents sent you here, what was it, after high school, right? What was their desire for you? Why did they want you to do that?
I was very settled in how South Africa is. You grow up in a place for 18 years and you feel like that's your home.
Of course.
And my parents told me to go to Serbia for a year and see how it is, experience the culture, get to know the people before I make my decision about really where I want to spend the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go. And I told my mom a month. I will stay there a month. And within a week, I called my mom and I said, I'm going to live in Serbia my entire life. That was it. So I needed literally a couple of days to make up that decision that I was going to move back here.
So you had an apartment that you were able to come to when you were 18 and everything. So what was it, do you think, that at the age of 18 made you think this is where I'm going to live for the rest of my life?
Originally the freedom. The first night I came to Belgrade, at 2 o'clock in the morning, my brother said, let's go and get a pljeskavica. And I was like, are you crazy? Walk around at 2 o'clock in the morning. In South Africa, you don't hear about that.
Yes.
Even during the day, it's sketchy to walk around.
Okay.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, don't worry, just come with me. 2 days later, because I was a night owl at that time, 2 days later, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was telling my brother, okay, I'm quickly going to the shops, I'll see you later. It just felt so right.
Yeah.
It felt as though I had finally come back home, and I don't know, it was really spectacular. And then the second thing was the people.
Right.
The Serbian people have a certain spirit about them. They're very kind, they're so generous. A lot of people I've met so many people on the side of the road or in the bus that are just so willing and open to talk to you with. And South Africa, it's not like that. You know, you do your thing, I'll do my thing. There's not a lot of camaraderie, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. So did you have family here that when you came that you were visiting as well, that you can, you know, kind of feel comfortable with?
Yes, my grandfather lives in Belgrade.
Okay.
And my uncle, my aunt, and my cousins were at that stage living in Narab-Marcelo.
Okay.
But I spent a lot of time in the village, I'm not even going to lie. I was half between Belgrade, half between the village, because I also love the Serbian villages. It was a complete new culture for me. I had never experienced that sort of atmosphere, the neighborly love between the people. It's so different, and I adore it. I adore it.
So you stayed for a year,
Yes.
that first time, and you knew you'd want to come back here and live. What, you ended up going back for?
University.
Okay.
So I went to go and finish university, and then I came back when I said I could afford to live here and I had my own thing. I knew I wanted to come back. So the last year and a half that I was in South Africa, I was basically planning in my mind, okay, how am I going to get to Serbia? What am I going to do, etc., etc.
That's fantastic. Okay, so now you've come back in December.
Yes.
So it's been 6-7 months.
6-7 months. It's in my 7th month now.
Okay. So what is it that you do? What's the type of work that you do that allowed you to be able to come here, like that pick up and move pretty much? So.
I'm an online business developer, so I help people grow their online presence. I do social media marketing, email marketing, online marketing, copywriting, design. I do a little bit of everything, and just to help promote businesses online and generate sales and a visible presence, increase their branding online. And because most of my customers are from the UK, America, Australia, I haven't met any of them, so I can literally do it wherever I want in the world, and that's why I'm so fortunate, and that's why I actually started it.
Right.
Because
you had this in mind.
Yeah, because originally I was working for a software company.
Okay.
And obviously I would have to stay in South Africa, and they offered me a job with a senior position, and I said, you know what, no, I don't want to, because I wanted to work on my business, get it to the stage where it was enough to support myself and, you know, help me fund my dreams to come to Serbia, and here I am.
So right now you feel like this is the right decision?
Yes.
6 months in, you feel like this is the right decision, yes?
Yes, definitely. People keep on asking me, you know, are you sure you want to stay? I'm like, every day I live in Serbia, the more and more I'm certain that this is it. This is the place that I'm going to spend the rest of my life. Might be in some cellar, who knows, or in Belgrade, just outside Belgrade, but I'm pretty certain Serbia is the place I want to be.
Well, I think that's the same experience I've had too, being here now for a year and a half. It's like people were expecting that I would, you know, go running back, to Chicago. And here I am a year and a half later. I think it's safe to say that I'm here. Now, unlike you, I'm not sure I'll be here for the rest of my life, just because I don't know. I mean, who knows? But for now, just like you, I feel like every day is just more and more confirmation that.
Definitely, but well, you never know what's going to happen in life. I mean, I would love to travel, and because my job is the way it is, I can travel, but I always know I'll be coming back to Serbia. And plus, I don't want to grow up. You know, I lived 24 years in South Africa. We didn't have family there. We didn't have Komas or Slavas or Svadbas. So it's different, you know. My entire family is here. I want to be exposed to that. I want to see my cousin's children grow up. You know, I want to spend time with my uncle, my aunt. We all want to move back to Serbia, trust me. All of us are like, let's get back to Serbia and, you know, enjoy it.
Absolutely. My brother would love it too, but his wife is not Serbian, so we're not really sure.
How
and they've got a couple little kids, so we're not really sure how she would take it. But the kids would be fine because they're little. They could get used to living here. It's not a problem. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So since it seems like, as you've experienced as well, that everybody's shocked. You know, of course, why would you come here? Everybody's trying to get out of here. What would you say to the people that have those kinds of, you know, the people that live here that have that kind of thought process?
I hear that almost every single day. Every time I speak to a Serb, That's their question. Why did you come back?
Right.
And I keep on telling them it's not green on the other side. You know, you think it's better, but go and experience. You know, go there for 2 months and see what it's like. You know, before you make judgments, because I feel like Serbian people are very fortunate. I'm not saying the situation here isn't difficult. Obviously, it is.
Sure.
But you guys, Serbs have freedom, and they have certain culture here that isn't there in overseas. You know, it isn't like that in South Africa or in England, for example.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I always tell them, you know what, don't judge.
Right.
First go and see how it is, and then make your decision. Because trust me, 90% of the Serbs who think it will be better overseas will probably move back.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
I mean,
They don't even realize what they have.
they don't even realize what they've got. This freedom, the fact that you can walk at, I don't know, any time of the day, anywhere. You know, it's such a nice feeling.
Safe, yes.
In South Africa, it isn't there. Without a car, you're basically stranded. In your home, you're even like a prisoner.
Yeah.
I never felt so much. Sometimes I even forget to lock my flat door because, you know, in South Africa, it was always, before I went to bed, I would do 2 rounds around the house to make sure every window was locked, every door was locked, you know.
Yeah.
And which is bad, I've, you know, become very relaxed about that. But, so that's what drew me to.
Thank you so much for taking time to come and chat with me. There you have it, folks. There are people who want to live in this city, and we're not the only two. There are others, I promise you. So don't forget to come check out Voulez-Vous. The information, the exact address and the phone number will be below the box of the video on the website, so you can see exactly where it's located. And please keep coming back to According to Kat on livinginbelgrade.com. Bye-bye.